So distressed asset valuation, startup entities valuation, valuation of small and medium enterprise, valuation of a cyclical firm, valuation of investment entities, and valuation for insurance coverages. So the first thing, friends, that we have to do whenever we have to do valuation of any specific situation, as we see on the screen, what we see on the screen is as per our syllabus. So first thing that you, whenever you come across any assignment of this kind, first find out as to what are the peculiarities of the specific situation, and keeping those peculiarities of these specific situations, you will need to decide your methodology or your approach for the evaluation. So for that, what we would need to do, we would need to answer few questions, and these questions, remember, are equally applicable for all these six situations, not only to all these six situations, but also to any other situation that may fall into this category. So first of all, as I said, what are the peculiarities of these situations? Assess them, write them down. What kind of informations are available about these situations? What additional information will be required for completing valuation in this specific situation? What can be the source for obtaining these information? What is the purpose of valuation? What is the premise of valuation? Which valuation approach will be most appropriate in the given situation? Now friends, here you should remember, there is no hard and fast rule. I wish it was there, where you can say this method, this approach will fit into this situation. No, every time you have to assess, analyze, and then come to conclusion as to which approach, which method is the most appropriate, and can you do it with a single method, or do you need to have average, or do you need to have one method supported by another method? So that is what you will do, and then based on all this, you will decide which is the most appropriate method which can be used for the purpose of valuation of this specific situation. Now this, friends, becomes your starting point for the purpose of valuation of specific situations. After this, you go one by one. So distressed asset valuation. First of all, we need to understand what is the meaning of distressed asset. Distressed asset simply means company has no cash, company has no order book, company's net worth is completely eroded, company is out of working capital, and therefore the company's production and the operations are completely in doldrum. Now this is a distressed asset. This is the distressed asset that you have got for the purpose of valuation. Now what can you do? What can you do when you have a situation of this kind? So first of all, what you will do, find out, can this distressed asset be turned around and made profitable? So that is the first judgment you as a valuer will have to arrive at. And remember, again, there is nothing written in the book as to how will you do it. It is your experience, your expertise that would help you in coming to that conclusion. Ascertain, is it possible to turn this company around and made it profitable? If you are able to come to that understanding, and if you are confident about it, then obviously you will do the evaluation of this entity as a going concern. Now, if your conclusion is this possibility is not there, this company cannot be turned around, this company is now finished, so now what you do, then you will need to do the valuation on liquidation basis. And in that case, of course, shareholders will not get anything. And this is how you will handle a distressed asset valuation. Any question, anyone?